We begin this noon with breaking news right now out of Westmoreland County. The ongoing search for a missing woman has crews surrounding a sinkhole in Unity Township. Pennsylvania State Police are holding a press conference right now updating us on that search. Let's take a listen in.
We are kind of in between Latrobe and Greensburg, probably only 5 or 6 miles in either direction. While we were doing our investigation, we were traveling in the area of what's known as Monday's Union. It's a restaurant. While we were here, in the back of the building, we discovered the victim's, Mrs. Pollard's vehicle. And our troopers approached the vehicle, hoping to find her in there. We did not, but what we did find was her 5-year-old granddaughter, who was in the vehicle that wasn't running, but luckily that 5-year-old was okay. The temperatures in our area were in the 20s. It was very cold last night, and during the course of our investigation, the last known sighting of Mrs. Pollard was around 5 o'clock in the evening. So that lends itself to the concern of the fact that her granddaughter was in the vehicle from roughly, we'll call it 5 o'clock until almost 3 o'clock in the morning. We, at that point in time, realized that this could be a very bad situation. And while the troopers are conducting their search, they do notice that there's a hole only a few feet away, maybe 15 or 20 so feet away from a car that appears like it could be a potential sinkhole. And to give you the description of the size of that, the best way I could describe it maybe is the size of about a manhole. And at that point in time, it becomes basically an all hands on deck type of scenario, and all of our emergency responders are called out, to include all the local fire departments, the Westmoreland County Technical Rescue Team. The Department of Mining is out here actually working alongside of, we have an excavation team that is out here trying to move dirt so that we can try and access the hole, the sinkhole that's been created. Westmoreland County Public Safety is here, amongst many other additional organizations. I would say we probably had over 100 people here at one point in time. And we also have a rescue and search group called the PA Urban Search and Rescue Group to try and help if there's the potential for a search and a rescue, which is what we're hoping for. So with that being said, that's where our investigation stands. I have some people here to talk to you about their role in the chance for a rescue, which is what we're trying to have accomplish here today. And so I'm going to have them come up here and talk to you. I'm going to start off with Scott.
My name is Scott Graham. I'm the fire chief of Marguerite, and I am the incident commander. Right now, our scene is still very, very active. We are still in rescue mode. As was stated, we did have equipment from all over Westmoreland County come in, specialized equipment come in. We've had to bring in a contractor with some other specialized equipment. We are working with the Bureau of Mines to be able to access the area and continue our rescue. At this point, like I said, it's still active and we are in rescue mode.
Okay, John, could come over.
My name is John Batch. I'm the fire chief of Pleasant Unity Fire Department. I was assigned as the operations officer for this incident. Best thing I can tell you is there is the village of Marguerite, Pleasant Unity, and a lot of the little villages around here are old coal patch towns. Very common to find a lot of mines in these areas. Obviously a concern to have these mine subsidence issues. The hole, when we discovered it, the state police, they already had located the hole when I arrived. We did a quick look at the scene. I instantly realized that we needed some confined space rescue technicians to do that, which is I had them started immediately until Chief Graham arrived. We did a quick hasty look over the hole with a ladder and myself in a harness and tethered to a rope, just to see if we can see somebody down in, because you couldn't even get close enough to the hole because of the way it was undermined. We were able to take a quick look and did not see a victim easily through there. And we began different search operations at that time. We've had an excavator truck from a vacuum truck, from the Municipal Authority of Westmoreland County we had here. They are still on scene to try to be able to maneuver some dirt in an area where we think that the victim could possibly be. The mud in the thing is making it difficult for that truck to do its job like we wanted to. So the next step was to maneuver into an excavation company. We have a construction company, a Ligonier construction company that has the proper equipment. They were able to respond. That took a disaster declaration from our local municipal leaders here, which responded graciously and quickly, as they always have for any kind of emergency situation. We're good.
Do you want to come over and talk about what an emergency declaration and what goes into that?
I'm Mike O'Bartow. I'm the chairman of the Board of Supervisors in Unity Township. And our role in this today is to provide any assistance that our EMS or fire departments or any other agency that is involved in this rescue mission. So we are here to help them in any way that we can. We have put a resolution together today, the resolution of the Township of Unity, the County of Westmoreland, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania declaring a disaster emergency. And what this does is this gives the township as well as our EMS a chance to get any bit of equipment that we may need without having to deal with a bidding process. So it's very important that we did this today, and we're here to do whatever it takes in this rescue mission. Thank you.
To follow through with some of the ancillary things that are happening here, I know Ligonier Construction was brought here. They have incredible resources, and I know for that company has the capabilities of almost moving a mountain. The people at Monday's Union at the location where we're at, they have been nothing but gracious during the entire time of this incident. And the sinkhole, it appears that it was most likely created during the time while unfortunately Mrs. Pollard was walking around. There was no evidence of any time where that hole would have been here prior to her deciding to walk around looking for her cat. And so right now, the only other information I know for a fact that we maybe didn't cover, the 5-year-old grandchild is with her parents and she is fine. The family has asked for privacy. They know that we were having a press conference. They're really trying to unite as a group and try and deal with this very difficult time, and they're hoping that we get back to them with good news. And that's kind of where we left it with their family. We've interviewed the 5-year-old. We've done everything we can when it comes to trying to find any information out as to when this could have taken place. And right now we all have our fingers crossed, and we're hoping everyone keeps their family in their prayers that this ends up being a rescue mission. And that's how we're going to continue to conduct ourselves. And we've been working pretty hard. They have a ton of dirt that's already been moved outside that I was able to actually see right prior to the press conference. So with that being said, I can't thank you enough for your time. And like I said, we'll keep you updated. If we have a recovery by all means and a reunification, then we can revisit, if the family wants to talk to you guys. If we get any pictures or anything that we're allowed to release, we'll provide that as well. And I can't thank you enough for your patience. And try and keep the little town of Pleasant Unity in your thoughts and prayers. They're a very, very tight-knit group of people that live in this area. They really look out for each other. And I know that they could really use the help and some privacy. So thank you. Appreciate you.
Can you just describe the...
All right, you have been listening live to a press conference from Pennsylvania State Police out of Westmoreland County, where right now the search continues for a woman who has been missing. She was last seen at around 5 p.m. last night outside of Monday's Union Restaurant in Unity Township. The woman they are searching for is Elizabeth Pollard. She was again last seen in the area of that restaurant last night at 5. Police were then alerted around 3 o'clock this morning that she was missing. Her 5-year-old granddaughter was found inside her car. Then police directed their attention on that sinkhole, which is about the size of a manhole cover. They say it's about 30 feet deep. Initial searches, they were not able to see a victim below, but that is where they are focusing their search right now. We talked to Pennsylvania State Police earlier this morning, and at that time, they had not said anything about hearing anything down in that sinkhole. So again, we're hoping that this is going to be a rescue mission. We're going to keep you posted throughout the day here and let you know what happens there in Westmoreland County.